Good afternoon, students of class 5. Hope all of you are keeping fine and going ahead with your studies. Today we are going to discuss the section B part from your English grammar book. That is section B, writer's desk. We have 4 topics given here. They are like reading comprehension, then paragraph writing, letter writing and story writing. So today we'll have the discussion about reading comprehension. I hope all of you are aware that in our English grammar book there are 2 parts, 2 sections, that is A section and B section. And in the A section we are already completed 16 lessons up to relative pronouns. Now we'll side by side we'll go, because as half yearly exam is coming, we will have to have the second part of the section B part also, some questions to be written. Okay, all the same. Comprehension, a topic that you have already familiar. You have done this in English grammar in class 4. It is a what is exactly the comprehension? It's a quite big word. Yes, there are comprehension nowadays. If you see in this competitive examinations for IAS, all the or what ITI, all these things we need to go through this, and this type of questions are most of the time it comes. So you should be able to understand what is comprehension and how we can deal with this. So comprehension means the act of or a power of understanding. It's nothing else. It's an understanding where you are able to grasp a particular passage given or something which is given. You should be able to grasp it, understand it, assimilate it and deliver it in your own words or write it in your own words. So for that you need lots of vocabularies, understanding and grasping power. So this in up to class 4 we were just reading it and just we were the teacher was giving you the question answers or ahead. Now class 5 little more ahead, one more step ahead you have to see. Now they are giving you some hints how you have to deal with the comprehension. So let us see page 134 from your book, and we have the reading comprehension. Lesson 33. Reading, like listening, is a receptive skill. No, it is a receptive skill. It is not all of a sudden you have got it. It is a continuous practice. Step by step, when we go ahead, we will get this type of skill to attain. So, reading is very, very important, and at the same time, understanding also is very, very important for you to deliver or put before somebody. Putting together all our thoughts in a just in few words is very, very important. We cannot go on saying essays. No, we cannot go on saying stories after stories. But when we need to get the content of the things, we have to be very, very attentive. Now, a comprehension exercise consists of a passage. Now, comprehension usually consists of a passage, a short paragraph. Maybe according to the level of the students, primary or secondary, it will be little bigger and smaller passages, on which questions are set to test a student's ability to understand the content of the given text and to infer information and meanings from it. So you have to conclude the informations, and if you don't know any meanings, you have to find out. So whenever we are reading the comprehension, we also should have the dictionaries side of us, so that we can better way of understanding by getting the correct meanings. Now there are some hints which is given, hints for comprehension exercises. Now, comprehension exercises, some and how we have to, when a question is given this type, how we have to deal with it, how we will manage this show. Read the passage. Number one, read the passage quickly to get a general idea. So when the question paper is set, question is set ahead, generally just go through this as a general view. Read again a little slowly so as to understand the details. Second time, take a time and read a little more slowly to understand what is about the passage and the details. Third one, study the questions thoroughly and understand them carefully. Now, followed by the passage, there will be questions, exercises. So learn it properly so that you can go ahead and see, because the passage will be in front of you. It is not unseen passage. The passage is in front of you. So from there we have to form. Use complete sentences to answer the questions. So not one word answers. We have to make select it from the questions and complete the sentences with the answers. Number 5. If you are asked to give the meaning of any words or phrases, you should express the idea as clearly as possible in your own words. So anything, any exercises is given according to what the examinee is asking, or the examiner is asking, according to that you have to answer. For that you have to have a clear-cut idea what the exercise is all about asking. So this is not to make you to frighten, but this is for you to get into the habit of reading, so that you can answer the questions that is given below easily, with much understanding, with much grasping is very important. Understanding, with carefully we have to read. Okay, I'll just go read through this passage. Thereafter you will try to find the answers. Then we'll see what whether you will be getting the answers for the checking the answers. Okay, read the passage given below and briefly answer the questions that follow. Bubble gum, which is chewed by young and old in modern times, has its antecedents in early times. Now, very familiar with bubble gums. No, not allowed in the school. Always will say, "Are who is eating?" No, just throw it in the dustbin. You are not supposed to keep on chewing it inside the public, in front of the public. And nowadays it's a common thing for the young boys and girls. All the time they'll be blowing off. No, it's a style. But now we'll see how it has come into the existence. In the modern times, it's a very, very common thing. Okay, people have enjoyed chewing gum in many lands across the world. No, all over the world people are using this particular thing to chew. The material for making bubble gum may have been different, ranging from thickened resins of certain kinds of trees to various sweet grasses, leaves and waxes. Now, we only know that we buy the chewing gum and get it, but we don't know what it includes, how it is made. So what they are telling is bubblegum may have different ranging, how different preparation, thick ones, thin ones, and resin. Resins are like a sticky secretion of trees and plants, one kind of liquid type of things which is secreted from the trees or the plants that is used for the chewing gum. Now let us see. And kinds of trees, various sweet grasses. There are sweet grasses, then leaves and waxes. Waxes is also a sticky type of things. Now we also say wax for the candles waxes. Those type of kind of material. Now lumps of trees, resin, lumps, a crowded thing, were chewed by the prehistoric men and women for pure enjoyment. Now In the olden time, prehistoric, right, before the written things are come, prehistory, many years back, what happened? Lumps of trees. Now, some lumps, part of the trees, which is resins, which is a kind of liquid things which was used to come out. The prehistoric men and women were using to do the chewing, and they were enjoying it. The Greek chewed the mastic gum. It's a mastic gum, a kind of different trees extracted thing. The resin obtained from the bark of the mastic tree means a resin. The mastic tree, from there a kind of liquid comes out which will be forming little rubber type, and that were used by the prehistoric men and women for chewing it, and they were enjoying. And Curtis brothers made chewing gum from the pure resin of the Spruce tree in 1848. So so many years back all these were happening. And Curtis brothers are three brothers, and they are many they were used to write, they were very naughty, they were so much of highlighted things about these three brothers of Curtis brothers. If you go into the Google, you will find about them. And later they added a paraffin and flavor. They added more flavor to that particular secretion liquid that come from out from that tree. The brothers opened the first major gum manufacturing plant, the Curtis Chewed Gum Factory. So they themselves later started the chewing gum factories, and known as a Curtis Chewing Gum Factory. Chewing Gum Factory. Thomas Adams, a famous photographer of New York, boiled chisel at his home and sold small chunks of it to a local drug store. It's a kind of drug also. And he was boiled chisel and taking out from those things, and he was selling it. Who? Thomas Adams, famous photographer. He must have gone from the New York. He must have gone to the different maybe for the in that is his profession, and he must have found something, and he was boiling that such a thing, and he was selling it for the drug store. Drug store can be a medical store also. Medicines are prepared out of different drugs. In 1871, he patented another variety of its kind, the flavored gum, by adding licorice flavoring. He named his product Blackjack. It was sold in stick form, but later became popular. Since then, many people try to make bubble gum and popularize their product. So this is all about the history about the chewing gum. Different materials. Sometimes some is harmful, some harmless, whatever it is, enjoyment, but at the same time the side effect also were there. But the origin of this is prepared from the secretion of some trees, the sticky thing which is after sometimes it becomes hard, and it keep on chewing and does not stick to our mouth, and thereafter it is a kind of enjoyment, time pass. We call it as a time pass. So this is all about this passage. So what you will do, you will read it many times, and then you will get, there are 6 questions. Try to read it, understand it, and try to get the answers. Let's see whether you are able to solve the answers. And thereafter I will just see how I will be giving you for the checking the answers. So all the best. Read well, read loud with the correct pronunciation. Thank you.